Okay, I hope so. Some people are new to this session, and this session is about like Ralvie AI, a brand new platform. This session is about the basic introduction of Ralvie AI, what it is, and why we are. And I'll be showing some basic introduction of Ralvie, and apart from that, it'll be like a explanation of the real-time software, how it works, and what are the features available in Ralvie AI platform. Okay. So before introduction, myself Sachin, and I'm representing Ralvie AI as associate product manager. And okay, so it's about the company. So Ralvie AI is based on Canada. So it's a purely a SaaS-based product development company. It's our motto is we are developing a productivity-based AI-based productivity platform. And yeah, we have multiple AI features which can enhance users, help out with their day-to-day work life. Yeah. Okay. So our major motto is you have been aware of like a basic time modern software as we have a multiple time modern softwares. So you have been hands-on experience on those platforms. What it helps, it will give you a check-in, check-out timestamps of each users, and we can manage the time with that platform. Apart from that, we had a gap where we can't find exactly how much our employees or how much our users are really productive in our like day-to-day project life. So as an organization, we can see whether they are present in the premises or not. That's it. We can't see the real time how much they have spent on each task or like each project and how productivity they are. So that gap were there in the ZK database. So we have come up with a platform which is nothing but Ralvie AI. So this company is we have three different products right now. So one is Ralvie AI cloud platform where you can manage all those projects, how much hours they have spent, and AI features which can help you out, like how to streamline your task and everything. And Sunday is a desktop-based client application, which is nothing but which will be installed each and every user's system. I mean, it can support Windows and Mac as well. So what it will does, it will just capture the activities. I mean, like whatever the activities which you are doing in your system, it will capture the application's title and the amount of time which you have spent on each application. That's it. It won't capture any other in-depth data. I mean, like personal information data or some like whether it will track your documents or like chat communication. No, it won't capture any kind of. It's not a monitoring application. It's just an application title capture application. We can say it will capture only the raw events whichever you are doing in your application system. It will capture that and it will share. If you are using a browser, it will just capture the URL. I mean, uh, the application URL. For example, if you are you are watching YouTube using Google Chrome, it will just capture the URL, domain URL, and time spent will be captured and it will be transferred to Ralvie A platform. So in Ralvie A platform, each user can see their raw events and they can manually or like they can use AI to map to show their proof of work to a specific project or task, and they can show it to management or they can show it to client, etc. It can be useful for organization and even for the freelancers as well to manage their personal projects as well. And Levero AI. So Levero is nothing but a LLM. So where the AI features will be like belongs to Levero. We have right now we have multiple AI models. Um, so yeah, I'll say that the upcoming slides. So basically, Levero is nothing but an LLM, workforce LLM, which will be having multiple models which can support like workforce productivity features, kind of like automatic project mapping or summarizing your works, day-to-day work, or summarizing your project work logs or like team work log. and like we have a RAG based chatbot, a chatbot, which can a assistant we can say it can give you the answers like based on your work or a project. Right now we have a basic chatbot, but in future we'll be having a assistant which can support you a day-to-day task or project summarization, insights, etc., etc. So that belongs to Lavero. And yeah, you people might be aware of multiple competitors in the market. Like we do have multiple productivity platform or like project tracking software or something like that in the market. So what Ralvie like specialized comparing to the competitors? So, as comparing like with the competitors which are live in the market, we do have like basic right now we have is like basic project auto is available in multiple competitors as well, but they are lagging with multiple agents or like multiple other models like which I have mentioned like which can summarize your day-to-day work life or like project-based summarization or like automation and even like a assistant which can automate your like you can give a command that which can streamline your work. So we will be having multiple AI features compared to the competitors, and will be it can automate your day-to-day work as well. So apart from that, the basic features will be like similar, and we have multiple integrations. So even though with the ZK softwares, I mean like Biotem Cloud or like in upcoming softwares, anything like Zlink or like any kind of ZK softwares, access control softwares also, we'll be having a like compatible with integration compatible with even ZK softwares as well. We'll give you in the upcoming releases. And we do have the integration compatibility with even like day-to-day project softwares as well. For example, Jira or like meeting softwares, kind of like Teams or like Zoom, etc., etc. So, what are the features right now we are providing is like in the current release, upcoming release, we are gonna these are the features which we are giving. So we have three A features, which is nothing but A based project mapping, where I will show you live in the upcoming next slide. I'll be showing live how it works. So it will reduce the manual process, like wherever if as I mentioned, a user can manually show their proof of work, which is specifically for the concerned project or concerned task. So our AI will automate it in behalf of the user. So that is nothing but AI-based project mapping. And AI-powered work log summarization is nothing but like whatever the proof of work which has been logged. So it will summarize the work of your daily work. For now, we have a daily summarization. So it can summarize, for example, Sachin have spent on project A this much time, and he has interacted with the person A, B, C, kind of like it will show the progress of the current work log. It will summarize that. And a per RAG chatbot. As I mentioned, like we do have a basic chatbot right now. It's a basic chatbot. You can ask what are the questions related to the Ralvie software, like how we can create a project or how I can map. So for these questions, it can reply for now, and it supports ASR as well. I mean, like audio to text as well. You can even ask in the like voice tone, and it can convert to a text, and it can retrieve the data from the database, and it can give you the answers. And but right now it's a basic chatbot. Like in the upcoming releases, the chatbot it will be like an AI assistant, which is nothing but even you can ask as a manager, you can ask with the chatbot like assistant. So could you please summarize my team A's work log? It can summarize, or like you can ask like could you please give the insights of the project A. So it can give, okay, this project timeline is like 6 months. You have contributed for 4 months and like till 2 months more. So this much, this employee contributed this much. Like it can give overall insights. It can even summarize. It can give the data visualization, and even it can send a report. For example, okay, could you please send me the report to my client A? So that can be possible with the help of upcoming A assistant. So right now we have a basic chatbot and insights that nothing but like data visualization. We have multiple insights based on the projects, team, or like the user as well, like how much hours they have spent on projects A, B, C, or like team wise, like whether the team, how much hours the whole team has been contributed in this specific day, and how like who is idle, who works more, who contributed more. Those things can be visualized. And in the future releases, we'll be having a customizable dashboards and widgets as well as per your requirement. And reports and basic budgeting. So we have a basic reports for now. So for example, how much, if you wanted to see the report of project A, it can give you the basic report, like how much they have contributed, how much progress is there. So how much people are there working for that. It will be mentioned currently, and we can even define the budgets, basic budgets. Not like it's not a budgeting software. It's we can give a basic budgeting for the project wise. And our software supports, currently it supports 5 languages. And sorry to inform that right now we don't have it doesn't support Arabic, but we can ensure that like in the upcoming releases we'll be giving an Arabic version as well, so that it can help you out as well. Right now it supports like English, Spanish, Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. Currently in the upcoming release we'll be giving with Arabic as well. So yeah. Apart from that, with the upcoming release, we'll be having an integration with Biotime Cloud 2.0. So as you know, Biotime Cloud is a cloud-based time attendance software where it's not a Middle East version. Currently, you are using like Biotime Middle East cloud version, but there will be a new version launching soon. It is like Biotime Cloud 2.0. So there, we will be having integration compatibility with Ralvie. So what it does, like in Biotam Cloud, you can manage the time management of each user as a management and as a HR manager or whatever. They can see the employees like time stamps, and they can see the leave data or like only like their presence or like their or OT or like the time management. So with the integration with the Railway, they can see the productivity. For example, Sachin have checked in to the office 9 a.m. and he checked out at 6 p.m. That will be handled in Biotime Cloud. But how much he have spent on the projects will be handled by the Railway. So in by integration with the both the platforms, you can see a report where exactly like how much hours Sachin have spent on the projects. I mean like for the company. For example, 8 hours is a work time, like check in and check out based on. But I really have spent 6 hours in the work. So I can see, okay, Sachin have given his productivity on 80 percentage for this day. I mean, like apart from the break 1 hour, we can consider he has spent like 6 hours, and remaining 1 hour, like he has spent on other activities like a break or something like that. So, like that, we can see the overall productivity of team, project wise, etc. So right now we have a report, like a tabular column, where you can see how much a user has really spent on the work task with the help of integration. And in Ralway, we can see the check-in and check-out in the timesheets that I will show in the software. And in the future, you can benefit with the help of integration with the Railway. Even like we will implement the A assistant in Biotam Cloud as well. For example, why we need in Biotam Cloud? You can ask, because like it's being used by the management, not by day-to-day life. Users are not using Biotam Cloud. They'll be only if they wanted to apply leave or something like that, they'll be using. But if you are going for admin like a Batem Cloud, even we can give the AI agents which can help them out. For example, as a HR manager, I can ask like, could you please give the report of absentees for this month? Or like, could you please generate the report for the department, development department or like support department? So it can generate with the help of rail-based agent. So we will be integrating those, we will be releasing those features in the upcoming sessions, like upcoming releases, we can say. So yeah, that's the feature which we can give with the integration between Ralvie and Python Cloud. Okay, so I can right away dive into the software. Okay, so yeah, this is the software UI. It's a cloud right now. It's a beta version staging server. So I can show you this is the login credential. login page UI, I can say. So even though it supports, as I mentioned, it can support multiple languages, but not in the front login page. You can once you logged in to the dashboard, so you can switch to multi languages, and it supports multi organization as well. So I can specify the organization, and I can just dive into the software. Yeah. So the landing page will be the dashboard where multiple criteria segmentations will be there. So app categories are nothing but like we can see how much like hours they have my team has been spent on each app, like categorization. This categorization will be defined by the organization. So it's not like predefined. It can be defined by each organization. For example, if you are a company, you can, as an owner, you can log in, or admin, super admin can log in, and they can define it. So whatever the applications, like it's all the applications which my employees have been are using. Like it will not show what they have did. It will show only the application names. They are spent on like Microsoft, NGTech, Chrome, or like Shopify, whatever. So I can define that to a specific categorization. I can create a new category. For example, I have created a documentation category. You can create like plus icon. You can create the category. Okay. And once you have created, you can relate that any of the events applications. For example, if I wanted to add, mention that, okay, this calculator should be, if anyone is using the calculator, it should be defined as a documentation category. So I can just drag and drop. I can just drag and drop to the concerned category like this. Okay, once it is added, so whoever is like spending on the calculator, it will be defined as that documentation category, so that I can see, okay, why it is there means, like we can define, for example, YouTube. Someone is spending on YouTube more, so I can it can be entertainment, or it can be, or like education purpose as well. So I can define as per the organization, they can define by themselves. For currently it's they have to define, so that they can, it will be easy to understand for them in the dashboard. And next is like project hours. It's nothing but like all the projects will be displayed here. They can select maximum 5 projects they can select. So I can see the amount spent, how much hours my employees have been spent for this project, contributed for this project for the concerned time period. I have selected like 16 to 22 March. So it will be showing the progress bar of each project which I have selected. And we can see present week active time and idle time. Active time is nothing but like my employees active time on this platform. I mean, like they're mapping. So you can, it's not a tracking software as I mentioned. So even though like they are working, like they are using Sundial, like the system is okay. Before that, I can show you what is Sundial. So Sundial is a desktop-based application which I have mentioned that will be installed in each and every application. I mean laptop. So this is the Sundial. It's a system desktop-based application where you can, it will capture all the local activities whichever you are doing in your concerned uh, system. I mean like laptop or desktop, whatever. So it will capture the system like application names, for example, MS Teams, and how much time I have spent. It's nothing but like I have spent around 33 seconds. So these raw events will be captured by the Sundial. So even like as a user, I can define the timings. I can schedule that, like at what time I have to, this has to work. For example, I can schedule that. So Monday to Sunday to Saturday it will be there. So they can schedule. For example, my working, if I'm using this for my work, it's an organization. It will be like there will be a different timing, like 8 o'clock to 6 p.m. or like 5 p.m. So I can schedule that. Only in that timing, it has to capture the local activities. After 6, it should not capture any of the activities from the system. I can make sure that with scheduling this function in your local desktop-based application. And yeah, even though it supports dark mode and light mode as well. So this application only captures the raw activities. It's only the application name and the timestamp, how much you have spent on each application will be captured. So this will be transferred to your Ralvie's cloud platform here. Here you can assign only the user, I mean, you can see your activities, I mean, raw activities. Your management or like your client can't see what you have did like in your laptop without your without your approval. This activities I can see in my Ralvie login. So I wanted to show that like I have spent today I have got multiple events here. Okay. So I wanted to map it. I wanted to show some proof of work for my management. So okay, I will map it. For example, okay, I will show the manual process. Then I will show the automated process. So I will show okay Outlook. I have spent for project. I'm spending like that task for Railway AA project. I'll be selecting the project and I'll give the title and description something, and even like I can mention that whether it is billable or not. What is billable or what is non-billable? You can ask. Like billables are nothing but, for example, if I'm creating a project, there will be a billable and non-billable as well. What is non-billable in the sense? For example, if someone is learning, I'm a if I'm a developer, a task has been like project has been created and I have to finish that project. I have to spend that like for that project as for the development. So, but apart from the development, if some new technology I'm not aware, so I'm learning that, or like I'm learning from online portal or I'm learning from any of the seniors, whatever. So those comes under non-billable. Or like if sometimes if I'm doing some general task which is not related to uh, the client, I mean like which is nothing but I have spent that for this specific project only. I'm brainstorming from some other people or like something, but that cannot be built. So that will be considered as non-billable. But why we have to mention here questions will be arise, because this has to be mentioned because like in future we have, as I mentioned, we have a AI feature which will suggest you even like whenever you are a project manager, whenever you are creating a project. If I wanted to, I'll be having some budget. For example, I'm creating a new project. I'll be having a budget of $1,000 and 5 days, and I need 2 3 employees. I mean, one developer, one tester, and like one BA person, business analyst. So within that budget, I need some people. So and the time limit. So it can suggest a time limit as well. So based on this billable or non-billable, for example, I have done multiple projects, and in future I wanted to create a project. So it has to consider even non-billable as well, because like my that employee will spend for this project, like for example, even though not a development, even though he has to spend for some researching and ideation, etc. So that also has to be considered to feed the AI to analyze the time spent, overall time spent for each project, and it will suggest in the future like, okay, you have a budget of $1,000, so you want within this budget you want employees. So I can suggest, okay, if you want a front-end developer, so I can suggest within this budget you can get this A employee for this project as per your skill level and as per the contribution, and even like the time limit. Okay, this project estimation time will be like we can, if you use these employees, it can estimate it as per the real time scenario which you have done before. So it can estimate the time. Okay, your expected hours is like 60 hours. So but with this we can suggest few employees based on the productivity. You can use these employees to finish this task, or you can increase multiple resources as well. So our AI will be suggesting it in future, right? That's what like we are collecting those billable and non-billable data as well, so that we can analyze and we can suggest you in future which user we have to suggest for like the project and how much hours it will be spent. So those things, for those purpose we have mentioned few options, and yeah, so he can log it once. Even tax are nothing but nature of the work. For example, I have mapped Outlook for this project. So for what purpose I have used for Outlook? It can be I will be sending some market research document. So I can, it's the nature of the work what I did. It's related to research. I'll be selecting that, and it can be related to design also. So I did a market research related to the design purpose, and I can even add that tag as well. So nothing but it's the nature of the work which I can define that while adding the while doing the like a proof of work with a specific project. So this is the manual like manual flow where the users has to be like they have to do for cycle of like few days. I mean like how our ML model works. Nothing but like you have to train your model. For example, minimum there should be a 10 events. I mean like 10 times minimum they have to log. So for example, I am doing 10 times, 10 days I am mapping it for few project A, project B, project C like that. So the patterns will be captured by the ML model, and it will after the 10 events has been captured. So the AI features, I have a left side corner AI assistant is there. If I am enabling that, so enabling that and I'm dragging some events. For example, there are 5 events. I'm dragging that. So my AI will suggest, okay, these features are belongs to the project Ralvie A. Is that right? It will be asking. So even it will be suggesting the tags, nature of the tags. And if some events are not included in this project, so I can even remove that. So for example, I can remove this login, which is nothing but which doesn't belongs to the Ralvie A project. So that also will be fed to the ML model. So okay, the ML model will understand, okay, that feature is that event doesn't belongs to project. So next time I will not suggest that project that event to this project. So this is how the project auto tagging works. It will suggest us and then he can just click one click and it can be mapped with the project. And apart from that, we have a feature called AI summarization, which is nothing but it will summarize your daily work log. For example, today evening, as a manager, I'll be asking my employee like, could you please share me your today's work summary? So what he will do, like here he will be mapping with the multiple projects he will be mapping here. So at the end of the day, he can summarize that. I mean, like he can click the summarization button and he can select the language as per he wants. For example, some clients will be belongs to some other country. If they want it in Chinese or like Spanish, you can even select the language and you can select the date and how it should be, formal or casual or bulleting points. It's up to the user. And you can select the length as well, how much words you want. So just generate the summary. So it will automatically it will summarize your work log based on the specific date which you have selected. So as it is a beta version, so due to some server, it's taking some delay. Yeah. So here you can see the overall work log, like exactly this project belongs, like what you did for this project and with whom you are interacted, and yeah, what they exactly achieved will be summarized in the report. So currently we have a daily summary, and you can generate a maximum 3 summary per day for each users. So if you are like if you are going for an organization, for if you have a 500 users, each users having will be having a daily 3 limit of summarization. So right now only we have daily summarization, and in future, with the help of the agentic part, uh, you can summarize like even predefined dates. For example, if you want to, as a manager, if you want to summarize like for project A, for day like starts from March 1st to till date, you can define the date and you can define the team, and it will summarize the workload of the whole team. So right now we have a daily summary where like you are, for example, if you're going for freelancers, they can generate like, okay, I have did work today this much, and I can just copy and send it to my client. And if it's going for the organization, I can just generate the summary and I can send it to my manager or a team lead. So currently we have this, and if you're clicking this history icon, you can see multiple summaries based on the generated days. You can select the days and you can see the histories. If I have right today I have generated only one summary. If I am creating 3 summaries, you can see multiple cards, 3 summaries, and you can select and you can copy and send it to your concerned managers or team lead. And apart from that, as I mentioned, chatbot is there. So this is a basic chatbot like which will answer your I can select the language and it can answer for this Ralvie software because like the users might be new for this software, so they can ask about the software like how I can create the project or like how I can use the AI features, how I can use the AI features or like how I can change the themes or whatever related to the software. It will help you out. Currently, you have that, and even we have an ASR feature, so the audio to text. So if you can ask questions in audio and it will convert to the text and it will retrieve the questions and give the answers to you. So currently we are giving a basic chatbot for you, and later on you will be having a agentic type of chatbot which can help you out to automate your day-to-day task or day-to-day summarization or insight, etc. And yeah, apart from that, this is the timesheet which I have mentioned. Even though like people who are not using the system, they can. I mean like the people who are going for on-site or like doesn't use the laptop or something for the work, sales employees or marketing employees, or if physical meeting, they can manually also create the log. They can manually they can give the title and they can add it to the concern project, and they can say like it can be a project related, like meeting related or like a discussion or something like that, and start time and end time, and they can log. So that will be goes for the upload to the concern manager, and it will be logged. So as a manager, like I can see from only the logged events. Right now, I have multiple users. I can see only the logged events. I can't see any raw activities. For example, the details which are captured from the Sundial to Ralvie, I can't. It won't be visible for the managers. I can see only the proof of work which they have mapped with the concerned projects. Yeah. So I can see currently Sachin. I can see how much hours they have spent on today. Today he has been spent 43 minutes on like for some projects. And okay, next is like projects. So here we can create multiple projects. Okay, right now some restrictions are there due to beta version. So what we can see is like we can create project and we can assign users to. So while creating, I can define the start date and end date, and I can define the tags. Nature of the works belongs to this concern project. And if clients are there, you can define the client as well. So clients can see only the status and budgeting. So I can define the budget. It can be a time budget. It can be a costing budget. End of the day, it's both are similar. Like based on the hours, only the money is calculated. And members. So I can add members. Whoever related to this, like we record for this project, I can add this manually here. So as I mentioned in the future, as based on the budget, the AI will suggest the number of users. If I want some front-end developer or back-end developer or business analyst or a salesperson, marketing person, I can select as per the budget which you have allocated, it will be suggest an employees. And we have three types of costings. So there will be a default rate, which is nothing but each and every organization based on the experience criteria, there will be a rating, cost rating will be there. For example, per hour, it will be like, for experienced candidate, it will be like $10 per hour. For a junior, it will be like $5 per hour. That's the default rate. So that will be considered as, if you're selecting that option, it will be considered based on the organization rate. And if I wanted to select a common price for everyone, so that for that I can select, okay, I can select $10 per hour. It should be common for all the users who are working for this project. And if I wanted to give a special individual costing, whoever working for this, I can not based on the organization costing, I can even define, for example, some employees like working more skill for my specific project. So I can define that here as well, and I can save it. Okay. And in this project view, you can see the progress status of your concern project, how much they have contributed, and whoever belongs to the concern project will be visible here. And start date of end date two, and we have two views. One is like filters are multiple filters are available, and view also we have list view as well, so that you can see how much projects available in your concern organization. and how much status also you can see. It's whether it is like in progress or overdue or like completed. So those status will be also visible here. And members. So we have we can add two ways. Only you can directly right away you can add manually in the Ralvie platform, or like with the help of the Active Directory, you can just integrate with your Ralvie platform so that all the members will be added here. And apart from that, as I mentioned, we have a integration with Biotem Cloud. So whoever, for example, if you're having a Biotem Cloud software, you will be having 500 employees. So once you have integrated with Ralvie, so all the 500 employees will be directly integrated, synchronized to Ralvie AI platform, and they'll be getting a activation mail. They have to activate manually. With their permission, they can use the productivity platform for their day-to-day life. So that will be, so we can, for segregating the status, so which employees we got it from Biotem Cloud, you will be getting the icon on the top, and whether it is active or inactive also, you will be getting the status. And you can define their working days based on your concern regional requirement. And we can define who is a team lead and what is his role, employer, client, or team, like team lead. You can define that, and even the position as well. So these things, the position and the department will be handled in the organization settings. I mean, normal settings, there will be a department and position settings. There you can define it, and that can be assigned for concerned employees. And tax. Okay, tax, as I mentioned, tax is nothing but a nature of work. For example, meeting can be a nature of work, or training can be a nature of work, or ideation, and I'm doing development, testing, etc., etc. So this will be differs to region to region, or like organization to organization. It differs. So you can customize the tags as per your requirement, and then you can assign it to the concerned projects, and even assign it for the concerned log as well. And yeah, integration. So right, we have the compatibility with integration, multi integration, but for this current release, we'll be having a integration, only integration with Biotem Cloud 2.0. So as I mentioned, that's a time management platform that can be integrated with our Ralvie platform. This can be used by each and every user. Where like in Biotem, that will be used only with the management, which they wanted to generate the overall organization's report. For example, managers or HR managers or project managers or admin managers, whoever it is. But Ralvie can be used by each and every users who like which can help each and every user's productivity, how much they have spent today for the project. They can see themselves, and they can even see their productivity, and they can increase their day-to-day life. And they can even like even in the future, like our AI will suggest. I mean, like, okay, you have worked too much today, like you can allocate, you can go for this rest, or like tomorrow. I mean, like when you are logging in the railway today morning, so it will say, okay, welcome Sachin. So today you have 5 tasks to do. So based on your performance, like your existing productivity, it will analyze and it will suggest, okay, you can spend this much time as per your existing productivity, your work nature. You will be completing this task within 2 hours. So you can concentrate more on that, or like it will give you tips also, so that it can allocate, or even you can, if you wanted to automate, if you can integrate with the platform, and you can create the agentic funnels, and you can do that. But right now we don't have. So those features will be added in the upcoming release. So kindly please stay tuned with our day-to-day like webinars or training sessions. So we will be showing each and every features whichever like going to release, or which can even integrate with third-party softwares in the future. So we will be explaining those things as well. So currently we have only Biotem Cloud, and we will be giving with the integration with the Jira as well. So whatever the task you are doing, currently we are adding tasks and assigning in Jira. So same thing like without doing manually, our Sundial will capture your local activity, and you can do the with the help of the AI project auto tagging. It will automate to tag with the concern project or task. So it will directly integrate with your Jira. It will automatically push to Jira as well. So no need to do manual process in Jira as well. And even like whatever projects you have created in Jira that can be integrated with this Ralvie so that you can estimate and you can monitor the productivity from Ralvie as well. And as I mentioned, we have multiple, we can create multiple organization and subscriptions will be like different for each and every organization. So subscription will be only visible for the owners, not for the admin. Currently, I am in admin role. So, and we have two modes, dark mode and light mode. And yeah, I can show you one more thing. Uh, Owner account. I can show how subscription works. So as a owner, I can handle the subscription. Yeah, we'll be having a subscription module where he can upgrade or like see compare the plans and he can see the status and he can see yearly pricing and monthly pricing as well. So these pricings are like currently it's a dummy pricing. So don't please don't panic with the current charges which is displaying in the software. It's just a beta version. So just I'm showing the version how it displays and how it works. So yeah, they can upgrade and even like you will be getting a it's a purely a SaaS based thing. And even you can as a if you are a dealer or a partner like even we can do a offline payment as well. So those all features will be like commercial parts will be mentioned from the regional team. Yeah, and in the upcoming releases, we'll be having more AI features apart from the project tagging or summarization or like chatbot. You for sure like will be having a better chatbot and AI assistant, and you will be having a multiple summarization, not only the daily summarization. You will be having an option for summarizing project wise, team wise, and specific user wise as well. I mean, like without any manual process. Right now, the user has to manually summarize, click the summarization button, and they have to send it. But in future, like as a manager, I can ask my AI assistant to summarize the my employees day to day. Like for example, I want a report. I'll ask me to my chatbot. Hello, hey there. Like, could you please share uh, Chetan's uh, report for this project A for the concerned date? So my AI assistant will okay, it will create the report and it will send it to me. Or like I just wanted to only see the visualization. I mean insights. Could you please show me the insights status of the project? So it will give a chart. So it can be any chart, heat map or whatever the chart. It will be showing as per your requirement. So this project estimation time is like for 6 months. So how much we have contributed and how much this employees have been contributed. So those things also will be visible in future, the upcoming releases. So yeah, that's it about this software. And apart from that, as data privacy, we are maintaining like we are maintaining as per the GDPR compliance. We are not storing like we are not sharing any PII data, and we do follow multiple like we have multiple guardrails set up as well, so that like it'll mask your personal information data. For example, as you can ask, like you will be having a client data in your system, whether it will track the even like financial data or like personal credentials or something like that. No, we don't take any personal information. We have multiple guardrails set up and we will mask it and we will not send it to any other models, AI models. And we are following as per the regional regulations. So you can make sure that if your clients are like in the market, you can say that, yeah, it is, we have followed the GDPR complaints. Yeah, I think that's it for now for this release. Like we have only this much features for the current release, and we'll be having compatibility with Biotem Cloud as well. And in later, we'll be having multiple integrations, and we'll be updating you in the upcoming sessions and the training sessions. And please stay tuned in the even follow our marketing mails and newsletters so that we'll be updating those things today. And yeah, if you have any queries related to the software or privacy concern, you can raise it out here.